بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum students, I am your physics teacher Sarashar. I hope you will be very well. So today my topic is first equation of the motion. Is the first equation in the mechanics. So we are going to start. So before derivation of the first equation, some terms is you know very well. It's very necessary for you to learn some terms, especially velocity and acceleration. Last time I gave you the definition of the velocity. What's the velocity? The change of displacement in unit time is called velocity. The unit of the velocity is meter per second. And what is the definition of acceleration? The change in velocity in unit time is called the acceleration. Acceleration, the unit of acceleration meter per second square. So today we are going to derive the first equation of motion. Suppose that a body starts from initial velocity vi. Initial velocity, we are using the variable vi for the initial velocity. For example, the body starts from initial velocity 5 meter per second. But here we are using the variable vi because we have to derive a equation. The initial velocity of the body is vi. After time t, the velocity has changed. After time t, now the velocity is vf. Vf using as a variable. Final velocity of the body is vf. In this change has occurred between the time interval of t. T time we are using as a variable. For example, you are using the 5 second, 10 second, but we have to derive the equation. That's why we are using the variable t time. This change has occurred. The change in velocity, because the velocity has changing, that's why there is a uniform acceleration of the motion of the body. Last time in the class I told you when the velocity is changing, acceleration is produces because change of velocity. So velocity has now first velocity, initial velocity vi and the final velocity vf. It means that there is a acceleration, uniform acceleration a. Now we are talking about the change velocity in time t. Change in velocity in time t. In time t, vf minus vi. We always find out the change by subtracting the final velocity, by subtracting the initial velocity from the final velocity. This is the change in the velocity in time t, vf minus vi. Now we are finding the change of the velocity in unit time. So how can we find out change in velocity in unit time vf minus vi divided by t? If you find out the change of the velocity in unit time, so always divide vf minus vi divided by t. Or we know very well change in velocity in unit time is called acceleration. This is the definition of acceleration. I am writing the definition of the acceleration. Change in velocity in unit time is equal to a. For this wording I am putting the a over here because the wording are same. So over here, right now, over here, for the wording are same. So because this is the definition of A, so I am putting A from this place. So A is equal to Vf minus Vi divided by T. Again I am repeating, the change in velocity in unit time is equal to Vf minus Vi divided by T. Or we know very well that definition of the acceleration, change in velocity in unit time is equal to A. So wording are same. So for this wording I am putting the A over here. So A is equal to Vf minus Vi divided by T. Mathematical algebraic rules, T here dividing, we are shifting here, so it will multiply. So AT is equal to Vf minus Vi. This is the first equation of motion. AT is equal to Vf minus Vi. This is the first form, this is the first phase of this equation. In some books, this equation is written another phase. I am showing that Vi, the sign of Vi is minus. When you shift here, so it will, the sign of the Vi will be plus. Left side is equal to right side, so right side equal to left side. So we can write down Vf is equal to Vi plus At. This is the another phase of the first equation of motion. Again I am repeating over here, first equation, derivation of the first equation. Suppose that initial velocity of the body, a body is moving, its initial velocity is Vi. Final velocity after time t, final velocity is Vf. Change in velocity in time t is equal to Vf minus Vi. This is the change in velocity in t time, but we have to find out the change in velocity in unit time. So Vf minus Vi divided by t. Or we know very well, change in velocity in unit time is equal to A. This is the definition of acceleration. So wording are same. So for wording are same, so we are on this place I am putting A. So A is equal to Vf minus Vi divided by T. Algebraic rule. T on the right side is dividing. When you shift here, so it will multiply. At is equal to Vf minus Vi. Is the first phase of the equation. In some books it is written in this way. Vi, the sign of Vi is negative. When you shift here, the sign of the Vi is positive. Left hand side and right hand side both are equal, so we can write Vf is equal to Vi plus At. It is the first equation of motion. Vf is equal to Vi plus At, or At is equal to Vf minus Vi. This is the first equation of motion. I hope you will drive it or you have got it. Now we are solving the numerical related to this equation. The numerical it is written numerical number, page number 44 and numerical number 3.3. Over here you can see the numerical 3.3, problem number 3.3, page number 44. A car moving with a velocity of 360 km per hour. It means that initial velocity 360 km per hour is brought to rest. Rest means the body is, after the some time body is rest. It means that final velocity is 0 in 5 seconds. Calculate its deceleration. Calculate its deceleration. Acceleration and deceleration both are same, but when the velocity is increasing, this is called the acceleration. When the velocity is decreasing, it is also acceleration, but we have given a particular name. It is called the deceleration. So we are going to start this this numerical. First of all, you have to make a data. First information, by reading the numerical you will get it. The initial velocity is 36 km per hour. Initial velocity VI 36 kilometer per hour. Second information after reading you have got is brought to rest. Rest means Vf is 0. Final velocity is 0. Final velocity Vf is 0. Now third information, in 5 seconds, time is 5 seconds is given here. Time T is 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Now calculate the deceleration. Deceleration is showing by A because it is the acceleration, but the velocity is decreasing. This kind of acceleration is called deceleration. So question mark means we have to find out deceleration. Now we are going to solve the numerical. First of all, the velocity is given in kilometer per hour. SI, System International of Unit, the unit of the velocity is meter per second. So first of all, kilometer per hour we have to convert into meter per second. So what is the way to convert into meter per second? 36 multiplied by 1000 and divide by 3600. It's the way to convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second. 0, these two zeros are cancelled. 36 ones are 36, 36 ones are 36. 1 10 are 10. The velocity is 10 meter per second. Now, where we are using the first equation of motion. First equation of motion is AT is equal to Vf minus Vi. Now I am putting the values which are given in a numerical. A we have to deceleration, A we have to find out, okay. T is given is 5, we are putting here. Vf is 0, we are putting here, minus Vi is 10 meter per second. Don't put 36 because first we have already converted kilometer per hour into meter per second. Now velocity is 10 meter per second. We are putting here 10. Now we are solving the numerical over here on this portion of the board. 5a 10, 0 minus 10 minus 10. 5 here, the rule of the mathematics. 5 here is multiplying when you shift here, so it will divide. Minus 10 divide by 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. Answer is minus 2 meter per second square. The unit of the acceleration is meter per second square. Minus 2 meter per second square is a deceleration. Minus sign is showing that this is the acceleration but is a deceleration. Whenever the answer of the acceleration is in minus, it means that it is a deceleration. The velocity is not increasing, it is decreasing. So any question if you have a query, you can ask me by the message. I hope you have got this numericals. Notes is the work is updated on the web portal. So the homework is that you have to drive the first equation and this numerical. This is your homework. I hope you have got it. You have got each and everything from my lecture. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.